as a nonprofit, it is absolutely critical that you energize your employees, that you energize your volunteers, that you energize your board. People are not coming to work with you or to help with you for money. They can make more money somewhere else. So you want to energize them by really digging into what makes them passionate about your agency, what really makes them want to care and go above and beyond for your agency. Now, I've had the privilege of working with the American Red Cross for the last 5 years, and I've got to tell you something. I've watched them do some really interesting things, and I've learned a lot from them and other agencies about some of the challenges that you all face. Now, tell me if this is true for you. When things are going well, and it makes the news maybe once in a while, but people are hearing about what you're doing, they're excited, but all of a sudden a mistake happens, or a challenge that you're not able to solve. And most of the time, it has nothing to do with your abilities or what you're doing. It's just something out of your control. But our brains have something called a negativity bias. And that causes us to see things as much worse than they are, to remember them for far longer. And unfortunately, in the media, if it bleeds, it leads. So they pay far more attention to those mistakes. And the repercussions for the people that work within your agency can be devastating. But let's also look at your agency. Let's just think about it. You're doing a lot of good work, but sometimes you're not able to help somebody. Or something bad happens to that person, no matter all the good things that you've done. And that can be devastating. And what happens a lot of times at nonprofits like yours is that people walk away and their morale goes down. And they get so discouraged. I work with one of the greatest agencies in New Hampshire, the Department of Children, Youth, and Family Services. They are saving lives and building families every day. And yet the only thing that makes the news for them is when somebody dies or some bad thing happened. So these are challenges. And the morale can get really low at times. And to me, that is so tragic because these are people out there that are truly making the world a better place and caring for the most vulnerable among us. So it's absolutely essential that you help them rebalance the negativity bias, right? Because the negativity bias makes us see things in a very skewed way. Negative has way too much weight. You have to spend a lot more time purposely focusing on what does energize them, the successes that you do have. Now, it's critical, by the way, that you're being authentic about this. No fake yeses, no fake affirmations. It has to be real. But dig into it. You're doing a lot of great stuff. So you really have to be able to recognize on a regular basis. You have to help people balance out from the discouragements, the challenges, the failures. Celebrate those successes. Even if it's a small attaboy, pat on the back, that kind of thing. But really make sure that you're taking care of them. And this is a vital piece. And by the way, that starts from within you. Your ability to energize other people starts with your ability to energize yourself. When you're able to, every day, hopefully, develop this habit, on the way into work, you're thinking about, what is so great about my agency? What is something we're doing that really makes a difference? Maybe there's some story, somebody that came to you and said, wow, you changed my life. Playing that in your mind, like a movie in your head, so that when you walk in, you are authentically more energized and passionate, more resilient to deal with the challenges of the day. It's important to do this with your employees and your volunteers as well. Find out what really motivates them. What really are they passionate about? Something about your mission. And stories are the most powerful thing to use. So telling those stories, learning from them, have them tell stories to each other. One of the tools that I like to teach, and I would like to encourage you to do, is what we call highlights. Sharing the highlights of their case. Or you get together in a meeting, what's the best things that have happened in the last week? And talk about this before the problems come up. Have them share these quick little stories before they talk about all the challenges and the heartache and the despair that they might be feeling. And this helps rebalance that. So you can see the world more level-headed. And you can feel that passion again and inspire and energize people to really bring their best and to be excited about coming to work or to volunteer or to be on the board for your agency. Because you're doing amazing things for the world. Remember that, build on that, and keep getting better at it.